What up, y'all? Jarard J right here representing V103, and you are locked in right now to Candid Kisses TV, which means you never know what the hell is going to happen because it's candid. So anything I say on here, do not hold it against me. Just act like it was somebody different. Check it out.
It is Michelle C with another episode of KandidKissesTv, and I am here with the one and only
Jarard J, how you doing?
I am doing awesome.
What's up?
So my first question.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
What made radio life for you? When did you know this was the career path that you wanted to do?
You know, it's funny. Every time I get asked that question, people, they freak out with the answer. So, radio found me. God said, this is what I want you to do, and so here's how it's going to happen. So, I was doing some stuff for MTV when I was in college. Remember when they had all the spring break stuff going on and all that? So, I was out there, and the last year that I did it was in Cancun. And when I got back, I was in a bar. I was in, because I went to Arizona State University, and I was in this bar. I was tired. I had been in Cancun for 10 weeks. I was like super hungry because we had like 5 a.m. call times because of the placement of the sun and all this other stuff. So I was super tired, so I went and had a drink. So the DJ who's in this bar, he's an older guy named DJ Flavor. Shout out Flavor, what up, man? He was like, yo, you the dude from the MTV Spring Break stuff. And I was like, yeah. So we got to talking, and next thing I know, he was like, man, you should come and be my MC in the clubs that I'm in. So he was like the main, and still is, one of the main club DJs in Arizona. So I would go to the clubs he's at, and I was his mic man, right? So one particular Saturday night, shout out Ludacris, this is a crazy story. One particular Saturday night, this is when Luda's What's Your Fantasy just came out. It was a hit. 2000, like late 2000. There was a tour. It was Ludacris, Pink, and Shaggy. They were on tour. Right? Yeah. The after party was in the club that I was the MC at. So the program directors and all the staff from the radio station were in the club because it was a big after party. So it's like 2,000 people partying, you know what I'm saying? I'm rocking the club, whatever the case is. The program director walks up to me and says, hey man, can you do that on the radio? And I was like, what does that mean? He goes, that, can you be him?
You're like, oh, you mean be me?
And I was like, I mean, I guess. So that was on a Saturday night. So I had a meeting with him on that Monday, and the rest is kind of...
Yeah, I've been in Atlanta for a minute now, so I remember when Ludacris was like Chris Lova and Poon Daddy, and I will never forget, he went to, we had a lock-in. We was in North Lake Middle. We had a lock-in. He comes in there. He's running the show, whatever. And he, to this day, he cracks me up about this. So he was giving out Hot 107 shirts or whatever. And he was like, "Hey, go ask Mr. Fatback, do he want a shirt?" I was like, "Who the hell is Mr. Fatback?" He was like, "Dude, right there." And I was like, "Oh, you talking about Mr. Thompson?"
Little crazy, man. That boy crazy.
Man, when I tell you, he had me cracking up. And I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna ask Mr. Fatback." That day, everybody from then on called that man Mr. Fatback. I ran into him maybe 4 years after that. Me and my mom was in the store. I was like, "Hey, mom, there go Mr. Fatback." My mom.
Oh, jeez.
She goes up to
Shout out Michelle, mama. Hey, mama.
Goes right up to him. "Hey, Mr. Fatback, how you doing?" I'm like, "Oh my God, Mama, that's not his real name." And she's like, "Well, you told me." I said, "Listen, I'm glad I didn't introduce you to Mr. Stank Breath because it would have been over."
Hey, there's always a good story, so that's how it happened. And so then I had that meeting, and then they threw me on the air after that, and then everything just rose from there. And so I ended up being at the same radio station for 12 years.
And what radio station was that?
It was Power 98.3 in Phoenix. At that time, it was 92.3, but later on, it became 98.3. And then I came here after that. So yeah.
So yesterday, we had a discussion about, the other day about when you fell in love with hip-hop. So, of course, I'm going to hit you with this line.
It's easy. So first of all, I was raised by I say this all the time. I was raised by hip hop, and I was guided by my parents. Okay. When I saw the LL Cool J "I'm Bad" video,
really,
it was a rap.
Of all songs.
That was it. I was very young. It was 1985. This is the time when I used to ask my mama to record videos while I was in school, because I was in I think first or second grade or something.
Your mom used to do that for you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I used to record videos. My mom used to get mad because I was taping over her stuff.
Oh no, my mom knew what time it was. My mom was like, she knew that the sound, and that's all I used to care about was watching videos. So when I saw that video, it was it. I knew every word, all of that. And you gotta remember, I'm like first, second grade. You know what I'm saying? So I knew every word. I knew every note. I knew all the choreography for the video. I mean, everything. So when I saw the LL Cool J "I'm Bad" video, shout out LL Cool J, that was it.
So that's actually when you knew, okay, entertainment might be what I'm.
That's when I knew that the aura and the culture of hip hop was in me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not something that, you know, I went seeking. It was something that sought me out. You know what I mean? And then that was it. And then, you know, I come from a musical family. I'm a drummer and all this type of thing.
You okay?
So, like, you know, my uncle is a phenomenal guitar player and stuff. So we, you know, my other uncle was a pianist. So we're a musical family. My father was in the music business before I was born and things like that. So it's always in us. My family's all from Detroit. I mean, what do you, you know, I have a Motown family.
Yeah, well, I do too. That's what I was going to ask you, because I was like, normally when you're in the like radio, with radio, you have to have a passion for music. So I'm like, normally when you have a passion for music, you have other things that you do. So you drummers, and what else you got going on?
We're super duper musical influence. Like, my mom and all them again are from Detroit. I'm from Denver. I wasn't raised in Detroit because my mom and my dad did not want to raise me there, because at the time I was born, that's when Detroit was starting to get tough, right? So, but when I saw that video, LL Cool J, I'm Bad. At that point, it was, and that's all I would do was watch videos. That's all I would do after that.
Okay. So can you sing a little bit too?
I cannot sing. I mean, I can. Just not well. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, I sound incredible. You know what I mean?
In the shower, you be all right?
Well, see, the acoustics in the shower change the way your whole pitch is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like back in the day when we used to beatbox in the corner of the wall. You got more bass, right? So that's how I was. So I can sing my ass off if you ask me. The problem is anybody on my team will not testify to the same.
Nigga like, nah, that ain't him.
Right. Okay. Which I don't know if that's hate or what, but it is.
It might be a little truth, but you know.
That's all right though, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm an artist. You know what I'm saying?
And you're sensitive about yourself. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, let me ask you, thus far, what has been one hard lesson that you had learned in the industry so far?
One hard lesson is, man, there's a couple of them. One, always be humble. You know what I mean? Like, it's very easy when you start to get success and you start to get notoriety, people start knowing you, and people start saying, yo, you're dope. And it's very easy, depending on how impressionable you are at that stage in your life, to let that manifest a different type of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you start to look at things not necessarily from the most realistic of standpoints, because when you are, and remember, I was very young. You know, I was very, very young when I got in radio. Like, I'm right in my senior year of college. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then that's all I knew from that point to now. Like, I mean, yeah, I do other things and I'm multi-career and all that kind of stuff, but radio obviously is the nucleus. So the thing about it is, it's very easy to get a little bit sidetracked by all the attention and all that, you know what I'm saying? So the biggest lesson for me, and I learned the lesson, is to remain humble, because it can be taken from you at any time.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it's like one of those situations where you all of a sudden will have to step back and reflect and say, well, damn, okay, what happened here, right?
Yeah, what could I have done better? Yeah,
because you start to get comfortable. Yeah, I ain't really got to go out and grind that hard right now. Like, I went through that because in Phoenix, you know, I had become the face of the radio station, right? And so it was like, oh man, I go do my show, I get off, do blah blah blah, whatever it was. I for a small period of time, I started to lose the concept of, if I go on the air at 2, I need to probably prep, make sure. I was always like, man, I'm natural. I'll go in there at 1:59 and we on. Like, that's the way it was. I was #1 rated and all those type of things. So there was a small stint that it kind of got me a little bit. Thankfully enough, God was like, like,
pull it back.
First of all, you're not that guy. You don't come from those kind of backgrounds. My family never let us be cocky and all of that. I come from a humble family. Like, we're a successful family, but my mother always taught me, listen, no matter what you amass, always understand that A, you work for it, and B, don't ever take it for granted. And so there was a little small period in there where I lost track of that, but I got it back. So I would say that's the first lesson. The second lesson is to always be ahead of the evolution curve, because this is an ever-changing game, and it's very cutthroat, and it moves very fast. And if you do not stay ahead of evolution, you'll get swallowed up by evolution. So you gotta always do that. Always just try to be, reinventive, and what's the next thing, and be on top of, social media or whatever everybody's doing. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Well, that was gonna be my next question. You almost answered it. My next question was gonna be, what was some advice that you would give to any upcoming talent?
I would say, again, like right now, we're in the era where everything is accessible, right? Like, whatever I want to find, I can just, I can find it. And so always make sure that what they find is you, right? With social media, it's like, it's so easy, because you can go to my Instagram, like Jade Nova, that's how she was discovered. Ella May, like, that's how she was discovered. Like, and more and more and more, these people are getting discovered because of this now.
Oh yeah.
You understand? So for people that are coming, especially trying to get in the radio, you have to always be ahead of whatever's happening, because people come to you to find out what's cool.
Right.
They come to us to find out, like, what's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not just on the radio running our mouths. We're providing information. We're providing a setting to the day. We're setting your mood, right? We're doing a lot of different things. So you got to do that in a very organic type of way. And the only way you can do that is by knowing what's happening. So I would say just always stay ahead of whatever the hot stuff is, you know what I mean? And then make it your own, you know, and then move with it. And the cool thing about it is, again, when I started in 2001, it's very different than now. Because in 2001, you didn't have Instagram, and you didn't have Twitter. All that stuff came shortly after that. But now it's like you can go from a zero to a hero in 12 hours now. You know what I'm saying?
Get that one little
thing,
and you good.
It's a wrap. Yeah. So, I mean, I would just say to stay ahead of what's available to you is what I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, on Candid Kisses, we try to keep it fun. So we have a segment called Kiss or Diss.
Kiss or Diss, okay.
And I'm going to throw out some celebrity crushes. You're going to say whether you're going to kiss or diss.
Okay, let's do it.
First one, Nicki Minaj or Cardi B? Kissing or dissing?
What do you mean, like?
Which one you going to kiss and which one you going to diss?
Oh, okay, I'm going to kiss Cardi.
Okay.
Only because she looked incredible at the VMAs.
She did.
And I did not like Nicki's outfit at the VMAs, and I'm a Nicki fan.
You just didn't look that butt, because it looked like a capital P. Come on now.
My thing is, like, everybody was doing the whole skin thing this year at the VMAs, so I get it. But I look at Nicki as more of a class act than that. Like, I've always thought Nicki was beautiful. Yeah. So I was a little disappointed, I think, when I saw that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a Nicki fan. Like, to me, if you say who's the best artist, Nicki all day. Nicki's a spitter. Like that girl.
Oh no, she's definitely dope, yeah.
But if we're talking about who needs to get this work, I'd have to kiss Cardi right now. I'd have to kiss Cardi right now. Shout out Offset, I see you, boy, little disrespect, but I'm just saying, like, yeah, most definitely.
Okay, next one. Sanaa Lathan or Tamar Braxton? Tamar Braxton, I'm sorry.
Oh, Sanaa Lathan.
Really?
What? In the mouth. Like, that'd be a kiss in the mouth.
Okay.
Lick the back of the teeth, all of that. She gets all the work. All of the work.
Her and Tamar wearing the same haircut, so like. And
listen, I think Tamar is gorgeous, and you know Tamar's been around.
No, she is. It really shocked me. Well, actually, it shocked me with both of them.
The hair.
Yeah.
I'm a natural hair fan though. Like, you know me. Like, we talk about this all the time. I'm a fan of natural hair. I'm not a fan of weaves and wigs. I don't really like it. You know what I'm saying? The bald head thing, everybody can't pull it off, but I think both of them pulled it off pretty well. You know what I mean?
Now, let me tell you what I think about. Well, Tamar is. The only thing I have to say about Tamar is I feel like if she would have edged it up and like this.
She ain't got no edge up.
No, like.
I ain't noticed that. She ain't got no edge up.
No, because I'm saying like not that it's bad, but like if she would have edged it up and put like a little funky design, I think it would, because she has that personality that can rock that.
Yeah.
So the fact that she didn't, I was just like, I'm a little shocked and disappointed. You know what I'm saying?
She's a sweetheart. She's extra, but that's her thing.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So I would feel like she would have the extra flair with the haircut. Put this on it.
I didn't know she didn't have no edge up. You got
just saying. I don't think Sanaa had one either. Either way, I'm like, both of them are beautiful women, but I feel like if they would just line it up and, they'd be all good.
I've been on Sanaa since Love and Basketball, so
That's what did it for you?
What?
Okay.
Sanaa been that deal since Love and Basketball. That's been, I don't know, a long time.
Okay, last one. Mia X or Gangsta Boo?
Oh, hell. Let's see, do I want to get shot or stabbed? Okay, so, I'll pick your poison. Mia X or Gangsta Boo? I'm going to say Mia X. Okay. And that's only because I've been around Mia, and she's awesome. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I saw Mia recently, probably, I think it was a few months ago. It was a show with her and Case and Donnell Jones, a whole bunch of people down somewhere in Atlanta. And I got to talk to Mia for a while, and so she's just an awesome person. So I would say.
Is she still doing music, or
Mia's still doing her thing. So I would say Mia X.
Okay, yeah. Well, this has been another episode of KandidKissesTv. Shout out your Instagram and how they can find you again.
At JARARD_J at Jarard_J. Now there is somebody out there, and I'm gonna say this. Okay. I do have an imposter. I think their Instagram is Jarard J Radio Killer or something. That is not me. Oh, just so you know that. Mine is JARARD_J. Just to keep it thorough.
And don't forget the R, because he gonna let up.
Yeah, please don't forget the R.
All right.
Sound it out. It's Jarard. JARARD.
But we in the South. They can't do that.
Man, enunciate.
Candid Kisses TV is sponsored by Kissable Lips Cosmetics.